Warning. This video contains game throwing. Everyone in the games is aware of it and the games were recorded with people who were all aware of the game throwing before the game started. If you get either one of us banned for this video, you are a big game thrower yourself since you ruined the fun of the video, especially for yourself.
So better just enjoy the video.
Game throwing is a common issue in Werewolf Online and therefore it is time to address 10 of the most common ways. One message before the video starts: I don't like game throwing and you probably don't like it either. This video is therefore made with the intention to show you how game throwing ruins the game.
So don't try it at home. Number 10. Refusing revival.
We start off this list with something that many people would consider game throwing, but some see this as strategy. The medium waits with reviving till their friend or a specific role, usually the Seer, dies and then he revives that player. This is often found quite annoying, but in some games it's how you are supposed to play, it seems like. Quick game. Anyways, sometimes the medium is really annoying and tells the dead players that he or she will wait for the Seer to die. And guess what often happens? Medium gets killed first.
Bruh.
Why? Because the medium is a really powerful role and the werewolves are desperate to kill the medium, especially if the medium has not revived yet. Therefore, it's really important to revive quickly, but don't revive roles that are senseless to revive. Maybe like Forkman, unless you feel like you are in a hurry.
Number 9. Suicide.
Next comes suicide. In ranked games it's less common, but in sandbox and especially in quick games, suicide is actually quite common. Suicide can have multiple reasons. 1. The player does not like the role they get. 2. The player has to go because of a call, for example. 3. The player sees a player they hate, therefore they leave the game. 4. The player joined the wrong lobby. 5. The player doesn't see the friend they wanted to play with. 6. The player is asleep and suicides because someone else suicides. 7. You get the point. There are many reasons why players suicide. Sometimes it's kind of valid, sometimes not. And then I haven't even mentioned that suicide can be used as a tactic as well, but actually it's kind of cheating, to prove your role and prevent a lead or mislane from the village. Besides that tactic, suicide always leads to bad scenarios for your team and is absolutely not recommended in ranked, since your skill points will still be hurt if you commit suicide.
Number 8. Silent Seer.
It is day 1 and there are 2 informers in game. You are a villager. The other Seer gives information, but where's the Seer? Have they gone to the toilet? Have they been muted? Have their parents taken their phone? Have they gone to the shop to buy freaking glasses? No, they are just afraid to die and therefore they keep their information secret. They consider this a strategy, but in fact this is really dumb, because information, especially a Seer, is binary. Confirming someone is good is not a bad move at all. The werewolves probably know they are good anyways, and the other informer doesn't need to check the confirmed good roles anymore, which means that the hunt goes faster. In case all informers die, it also is useful to know who is good so that the village can skip some players when roll calling. Staying silent as Seer is simply working against your own team. Your silent doesn't mean the werewolves become pacific.
Number 7. Without aim.
In the past, some gunners liked to shoot on the first second of the day, but luckily this has changed and they can only shoot from the first second of the voting phase. Still, random shooting happens way too often, and whereas it might work out so now and then, a lot of villagers die to it, and it's just throwing the luck element in the game that should not be in Werewolf Online. Don't shoot randomly. Shooting the medium, for example, can have disastrous results.
Number 6. Giving in.
This one is a bit more rare, but unfortunately it happens still. As you know, zombies are an easy win, but some people go so easy on it that they betray the village who do not want to give in to the zombie team. As you can see in this clip, the Seer gets lynched for proposing to lynch the zombie. This is bullcrap. Just play with your team, don't give in and don't support another team. Sometimes you won't even be able to win because you don't get converted in time or the zombies lose in general.
Number 5. Counterproductive.
Some players just want their own team to lose or think it's funny to see people get mad at them. When they get bullets, they should confirm villagers because they enjoy it. This is obviously quite a heavy form of game throwing and it most likely leads to defeats. So if you're a gunner or jailer and you are somehow tempted to kill a good role, be prepared to get a lot of hate and a ban. Which means you shouldn't do this unless you are a real.
Number 4. Traitor.
Many epic gamers play Werewolf Online, but unfortunately there are also not so epic gamers. Those who do not want to play with their team or overreact when they just lost a game. This is in particular a problem with the Werewolf team. One werewolf reveals all their teammates and either commits suicide or lets themselves get killed, and then the village kills one of the other list and you get the rest of the story. Being a traitor like that is really annoying and almost always leads to defeat, and that only by one sentence. Please don't do this, because you don't only ruin the games for your own team, but also for the rest of the players who want to play an actual game, because in the end we play for fun and not for wins, right?
Number 3. Ability abuse.
Something that's quite similar to the 5th place is ability abuse, but this can be even worse. A ticket to hell for 1 or 2 players can waste games, but a ticket to hell for all but one team is way worse. Rules like Shadow Wolf can be used to game throw, for example, if the werewolf's vote headhunt the target on purpose, like what happens in this clip. This is quite a rare form of ability abuse, but it can definitely ruin games even harder. You can also think of a grumpy grandma who mutes a villager on purpose in late game, or a mayor in a serial killer versus fool, and in which the mayor votes the fool. You get what I mean. Never abuse your abilities, definitely not if it has such an impact.
Number 2. Evool.
Evil plus fool equals evil. Ha, get it? Probably not, it's a really bad joke. Besides that being quite a bad joke, some lovers like to give their beloved fool get a free win. Although couples usually consist of a werewolf with a villager or 2 villagers with each other, in the rare occasion the fool gets coupled. What is more annoying than the lover of that fool saying the fool is evil and then not helping the couple in the supposed way, but just giving up their own team and their own opportunity to win as couple, just to give the beloved fool a solo win. I have seriously experienced this in a sandbox game, and I hope you haven't, because it makes no sense and it will cost everyone a victory. Play for yourself and your team, don't support others.
Number 1. You have 10 seconds to guess. 10, 9, 8, 7,
6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what's your guess? Well, the only right answer is
Hashtag don't betray
killing a monoclaimer, that is someone who claims a role and he's the only one who claims that role, is one heck of an annoying issue that makes people feel betrayed, left alone, heartbroken, and everything bad you can think of it, just because of they claim a role and they are proud of it. Sometimes I feel like it's discrimination, and that gets confirmed by all the cases in which whole villages voted out a monoclaimer. Therefore, this is the most massive way of game throwing. A whole village opts to game throw the game and just one player suffers. Isn't that the most cruel thing? Exclusion? Well, that is it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to support me more, become a member like TokiLights, Reled, to ExplodingColaYT YouTube, and Romit56. Thanks for your support. Anyways, I will see you later, and don't be a traitor and click on that playlist.